as a podcast. Now I just need chat. Okay, one chat. Now let me just share it with people. Shared, okay. It's good to be back. See with stream, with chat, with there's no one in chat yet. So I won't do the fun part yet, and I'll leave that until someone goes up later. But for now I want to work on cactus farming. We unlocked them last stream or stream before, so I could use them for games. But now we might as well farm the cactus. And okay, if they help with mazes, at least. There'll be another thing that we would have completed. So, cacti comes in 10 different sizes, and sorted will also be harvested. It takes 1 second to grow. If we just back, okay, if you harvest a fully grown cactus and your neighboring cactus sorted, or harvest them all recursively. And the sorted if north and east are fully grown and larger or equal to in size than the south and west. This should just be a simple sorting algorithm. Brown if not sorted, green if sorted. And you will receive cactus squared. Simple measure. And the swap command. Hi Dylan. I made Snake. Do you want to play Snake? If not, I'll work on cactuses. You want to play Snake? Okay. Snake. Okay. I need to set something up. I have made it so that chat can play Snake. Version I didn't buy. Yeah, it's like a lot of delay. A lot of delay. I am going to unknowingly it's going to take a moment to dial in the coordinates. Okay, we'll see how this goes. There's a snake. The head of the snake is for pumpkin. This carrot is for apple. Type any direction you want to go. Just one word. Okay, as much as I said any direction, I should specify it needs to be left, down, right, or up, and the whole word. Yeah. Oh no, where did you just... Okay, apparently that did work, but I need to change the offsets. Going to be a while of changing the offsets. Okay, try again. Yeah, well, I think if you go up, you would actually just break the code. Where did that put my... Oh, that's where... Oh, no. Uh-oh. My offsets are really off. I'm having to move my mouse, and I don't know where my mouse is in relation to the buttons it needs to press. So it's going to be a lot of trial and error. You can try again now. Maybe I should have set this up beforehand. I forgot how long the delay was. Chat hasn't just broke again, has it? Is YouTube messing up again? Or is this no one speaking in chat? Because I know recently YouTube wasn't sending chat messages. Oh. I moved my mouse. No, okay. Still works, that's good. Down goes a bit too far down, I see. Yeah? Need to climb, okay. This, left goes this way, up, right, down. It would have been too complex to try and angle it with the direction of a snake. Okay, let's see what this does. You can try again now. I'm not sure if you hit the button yet. Okay. I was the wrong coordinate. I think I can just finish dialing it in now for... Okay, I'll just reset snake. It broke, yeah. I did not add for check for it going where it just came. You're going to have to send another message. You sent it too late. Oh, okay. My offset is still too far offset. These are smaller gaps than I thought they would be. Sorry for the massive amount of trial and error. You can try again now. Kind of really set this system up quickly, so... If I played Snake, it would be too boring. That's all. Yeah. I'm working on fixing the offset. I can only really do it after each test. So, up and right should work fine now. Ooh, you got down to work. Yeah, okay, I'll just... I think sometime... No, yeah, it's working. You have to get a score of 28 to win. Oh no. If possible, try not to send too many commands at once. It needs a command to work out. It needs time to finish the previous command. And another word of warning, try not to go white too much. Oh, your body's fine. It's fine. This feels weird. Just letting someone else control my computer. The body's fine. What's wrong about the body? There's, in order to make this, I had to take some leniencies. Patch up dirt and grass. I think some directions will force grass to be in the body. Huh? How did... Oh, my left offset is incorrect, that's why. Weird, but... Okay. You loop around. The only way you can die is if you run into yourself. Or break it on purpose. You do know I can't read Discord while playing Snake. Okay, there you go. It's re-enabled. You can try again. Never mind. I upset for offset too far. And up you go again. It's active. You spammed left too much. Oh no! Every time you send it a new signal, it has to... It stops. Yeah, once the drone is back on top of a pumpkin, you can send another message. Still semi-broken. That's one bug I didn't work out how. Oh no. You seem to have lost some of a body. As one direction I did not test fully. Wow, yeah, that was 2 pieces of a body lost. Wait. Where's the head? It was working earlier. Managed to play it fine, but apparently it didn't test 2 ledge cases. Just don't go down left, I guess. You can't send multiple commands like that. I didn't really have time or could be bothered to implement. Yeah, but the problem... Don't know how I would do that. That work. Oh, that's why. Kind of worst to put together for a controller program, hence why it's not the best. I did not realize how big the delay was, wow. Some background noise. Whilst slowly watching the snake move. How about this? If it gets to 5. Yeah. Oh no, I think you might have... I think you might get lucky. We might have broken. Oh no, you got lucky. If you get to 5, I'll say you win because otherwise we're just going to be here for hours. 35. Yeah, I can't even make the board smaller, annoyingly. Otherwise I would have just made it a 5x5 board or something. Are you just dating? This could go one of two ways. Okay. Let me just disable snake. I disabled your inputs. You can't control my computer anymore. But I'll just kill you. Proof of concept of the form. I don't think that works. Well, the proof of concept is there. Snake is possible. It just took... Killed. Careful. I turned off the whole program. Yeah, it just took all of this code. Which... I even had to comment half of it just to not get lost. And most of the code... I read them earlier. That way. And it also took this code, which... compared to what I've done previously for the pumpkin farm, it makes all of this code down here look like nothing. So yeah, it took took a while to make. I'm happy that it works, so if there's a bug somewhere... 5 long snake run. Yes. It can go to 144. If you have the patience to go that far. But it takes... But for every length of snake you increase, it takes even longer for the next move. That's called... It failed to read the snake. I don't know why, but... Whatever got planted was not one of these. So... kind of broke, and... I can't see the output of it. It's fine. It's one of these massive if statements somewhere. Which I can't be bothered to work out now because I've spent the past... How many days have I spent on it? Um... 4 days? Yeah, just 4 days. If I was only like 2 or 3 hours a day. Wait, time for cacti. Can you not just shorten the playing field by going outside of 5x5 grid? The problem with shortening the playing field is I would have to add logic to make sure you don't go outside the 5x5 grid. Yeah. It's not that much more. It's working out where to put it and how to deal with it. And especially when half of the code relies on the whole size of the world. It's definitely possible. But not for today. Now go for progress the game with cactuses. I don't know if it's cactuses or cacti. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. I'm surprised he didn't eat all of the power phone. How did I do stuff again? Okay, I think I'm going to copy this code. Brown type not equal to brown dot soil. Till plant a cactus. Oh, I need to forgot about that. My power went out. The drone is slow now. YouTube still playing up with the chat? Messages are being sent. Well, at least the messages are being sent. I don't know why it's doing so much. But I had a stream recently where half of my messages weren't even being sent. That's why it's in a wild true loop. That's why it's doing way too much work. Yeah, it's annoying not having half the messages being sent. So at least they're getting sent. And now, back to the cacti. I have a fun job of having to sort all of these cacti. Grid equals need a grid. And we'll make this easy by just having a new field. And then we'll just do grid. No, we need a inner dot and measure grid dot and inner, and now we can sort. And now we can just sort the cacti, which is going to be the main part of the cacti problem. It's just going to be easy to do these in the rows of a grid. Grid or row in grid, if this is possible. I never remember how for loops work. And now we need to just sort of background. Okay. Is that better? No. Is this better? Send it down a bunch. Yeah, it ended down like it ended way down. Okay, so we'll just do this method of sorting for now. Sorted equals false. Found not sorted. For x in. Okay. I need to change this into range len because I need the index grid y. If grid y x is less than grid y x plus 1, len grid minus 1, you avoid going outside of range and swap east. And to speed this up, I'll just do a for y in range 1. If it was, I would have sent you. I forgot to sort the cacti. And we'll just move south. And then move east. Or do we? No, we need to move east afterwards. I think. Okay, can't swap over on borders. Makes sense. No, no swap equals true. No swap is false. If no swap, sorted is true. Basic sorting algorithm. I should also need it to be. I know I've heard of T-mod. Haven't touched it personally. What is my code doing? I forgot to remeasure, that's why. I forgot to actually flip these. Grid y x. Grid y x equals a. Grid y x plus 1 is b. You're doing a complex challenge from the sounds of it. I don't do melee battles often, so I feel like I've messed up somewhere again. Maybe I need to have this Earth way. That's better. Never mind. That was better. Okay. What if we just say grid y x equals measure? We just remeasure it. Yeah, it really seems hard. The main problem I have with Terraria is there's not really an in-game guide on what to do. I guess. Yeah. Okay, really, what is going on with this program? It's only 600 hours, not 1,000. Grid YX. When we swap it, then we move and measure. We should measure before we move and after we move. It was working so well until this got back here somehow. Like talking about random stuff today, apparently. There's subscriptions on Steam? Didn't know you could have a paid subscription for something? Ah, didn't realize they could go through Steam. Yeah, I know. It's just rare that you see it, that kind of thing. I see. I guess I just haven't run into those types of games. Okay, we're just going to do this this way. Those were swap is both. Wow. Okay, sorted is both. Well, not sorted. Grid equals space. For X in get world size. Range. Grid.append measure. Measure. Move east. Clear out the grid every time. Oh. Yeah. Selling range land. Grid. If grid cell is less than grid cell plus 1 is greater than or equal to. No, this needs to go outside. No swap is both. Grid is like this, then the swap is true. Swap east. Move east. If not, no swap. Thought it is true. Okay, we are going to just -1 that. It's even more expensive because it remeasures the whole row each time. Okay, we can't have this because this is clearly sorted. And yep, one sort completed. Which is like the exact same code, so I don't know where I went wrong here. I guess just not rescanning the whole row caused it. But in theory, if we harvest this now, that's a lot of cacti. Now I just have to make this more efficient. So, to make this more efficient, we need to rescan less. So when we do swap, we need to temporarily assign these variables and then just assign them back in opposite order. And in theory, I need some cacti to farm. Just get rid of that old swap for now. Berryfish should take less time to sort. Why does this count as sorted? I flip the two cells around when I swap them. Okay, let's print out this grid. Oh no, I want to quick print this grid. Output. This works. This works just fine, but why isn't it reflecting onto here now? Because if that's our current grid, first off, the code assumes we're at the start. So 7-5 need to swap, which we do. Grid is now... Come on, show me grid. Yes, if this should not swap. Huh? Does this need to be a 0 index? And we need to reset back to the start of where. Okay. So if these are sorted, this is not sorted. To which case A should be 5. B is 3, A is 5. They get swapped. Now these two don't get swapped. These two need to get swapped. These two also need to get swapped. And fresh shouldn't get swapped. Why did fatties get swapped? Do I need enough move east here? Is it getting offset by 1? That was the issue. It was getting offset by 1. Okay. Now, is it possible to make this... No, before I make this even more... faster, that's what I was looking for, I should apply it to the whole field. One grid y axis B, grid y x 1 is A, if now we just need to move east here, and now this should work with the whole field. Is this going to take a moment to plant, and then another moment to go through all of it? I don't think I can even speed up the planting without power. I forgot to unmark the sword cactus. That's pain. Has to replant the whole field. How much does more drones cost? Treasure. Oh, I do have enough for that technically. It got offset. I think it got offset. Okay, we'll just go to manually reset it. Actually, move import, move to 0, 0. And another round of planting to go. So, what's the best way doing stuff? Can harvest takes 1 tick to do stuff. And harvest probably takes 200 ticks, isn't it? Where's harvest? Harvest takes 200 ticks. Okay, I forgot to get rid of this, and because it's a clear field, we do not need to harvest. Hence saving 200 ticks. And 200 ticks is it's a lot of time saved. If I were just go to comment those out. Never mind, the grid relies on them. Let's just go to comment them out so we can see it without having to redo the grid. Well, I'll be back in a moment. I'll let the cactus sort themselves for now. I am back and it looks like my sorting algorithm is still broken. Okay, what's the difference between these two? I forgot to zero index it. Let's swap. Okay, maybe it was just for zero index. Whilst I remember, we just add in a move north command. 35. Have you actually been counting? Oh no. Same bus, okay. I thought you were counting how many times I was sorting my cacti. Finally, sorted cacti. Hopefully. Is this going to be where the second issue of this challenge arises? Yes, this is where the second issue arises. It's not just as simple as sorting per row, you have to also sort per column. At least it's sorted now, in one way. Nine, 8, 9, yeah. Okay, time to waste even more compute. And just reverse half of these. Swap north, I think. Move north, move north, move east. It's going to waste a whole bunch of ticks. And going to speed this up by saying if entity type is not equal to grounds dot, not grounds, entity cactus. I forgot it is the clear function. Okay, we're just going to remove this clear. That clear is too annoying. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, this is costing a lot of pumpkins. How much pumpkins does it cost to grow a cactus? 2? Ah, okay. I might have to do another pumpkin one. There's definitely multiple things I can do to optimize this. I want to get at least one version working first. So you first grow 2 pumpkins and 1 cactus. How much do you get per pumpkin? 1. Or I could just grow a very large pumpkin so I don't have to worry about it. It's 288 pumpkins for the whole field. So as long as I grow a 6x6 pumpkin. Okay, maybe a 7x7x7. But still, it's If I grow a pumpkin the size of a whole field, I'll have enough cacti to last. Error? Okay. I forgot that needs to be X, because flipped. And then we also need to flip these over. Or do we? No, we do need to change some of these in a different way. I hope. This could just mess everything up. Maybe this needs to be... Of course, the same cell cannot be greater than the same cell. That's what went wrong. At least scanning takes way quicker now. Feels like at some point there's going to be something which forces it to break. Seems to be sorting them well for now. Okay, that sorted it surprisingly well. And... harvest. Oh, that was a lot of cacti. Where are my hats? Where's the list of hats? We've got to add the cactus hat to the list of hats now. What does a cactus hat look like? You're going through those fights quite quickly. Oh, this is a random hat. Okay. Too many bosses before I can hit the main boss. Value lane. Okay, value doesn't matter. Okay, don't know what that is, but good luck, I guess. If name is main, change hat's 13. 12. And this is the cactus hat, which is a bunch of cacti surrounding a mega cacti. A bunch of tiny cactus surrounding a mega cacti. Cactus, cacti. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, now time to make this sorting algorithm quicker. So don't need this anymore. I'm just going to farm some pumpkins. The first step to make this quicker, so we can filter out a bunch of numbers that have already been sorted. If I could work out how to do that. Each cell basically need to avoid moving east. So we should only move when we need to move. Because the code can still do code, if we can sort out the code later. I think the most time expensive task is moving and swapping. Swap takes 200 ticks, which is expensive. And move takes 200 ticks. So we start at 0. Then we do pause in range minus current x. Move east. Yes, x minus current x. Yes, if this greater than 0, move east, else move west. And for underscore in range, current x, move west. I think that's expensive, but it'll do. We'll just farm this massive pumpkin in progress. Need to improve the pumpkin farm algorithm at some point as well. I do like this tiny, tiny stem in the middle of a gigantic protein. Okay, time to farm cacti. Let's go to break everything, so... Fine. It's going to take a moment. I'm just going to reset and farm. It is the size of a map. But in fact, this isn't the biggest size a map can get. Where is it? There's still 3 levels of upgrade on the expand. Did I start working on improved farm or... The first part of the maze solve I don't want to work on today. That's snake. That's for chess logic. That's not working. Oh look, Giga Pumpkin. And this tiny stem. It's off-centered as well, which is annoying. I saw you sent the video. I'll watch the videos later. For now, back to farming cacti. I think I messed something up somewhere. I forgot to set the current X, that's why. And for... Nope, we do need this part of code. Current X is X. So now back of that. And we just have to, oops, too far. Move back to the start. Scan the map. Yeah, I need to sort the cacti. Well, I don't need to sort them. It's just... You can only harvest neighboring cacti if it's sorted. And the more cacti you harvest, the more you get. I think I broke my sorting algorithm again. Are these... Okay, yeah, that's what I was just doing with, and... Not all of them work. Okay, yeah. The hints aren't useful. Technically sorted it, I just want to make it faster. Oh, that's why that line of code was fair. 4 underscore in range. Current X. Move rest. Move back to the start. Sounds like at this rate you might beat it before I can sort all of these cacti. Oh, that was nearly, I guess, better. Okay. That's fine. Dylan's fighting about in Terraria. That's what Dylan's doing currently. Whilst I'm failing to sort my field of cacti. I believe a modded boss. Because he said T-mod. Yeah, no, this system can't recover. Okay, what? Current executes. So the distance is x minus the current x. And then we just have to move the distance. That's a really long title for a boss fight. X is the current x. No, x is... Ever seen this move rest phone? Maybe I'm just going to have to go in one by one. I need to move you to 0, 0. And let's save some more time by just single one. And no, rest. Okay, grid is currently looking like that. I swap before I move. That's what I'm doing wrong. I need to move and then swap. Yes! I think. 7, 6, 6, yes. Okay, and now we spend a lot of time moving back to the start. So we will only move back to the start when we need to move forward. And actually, I'm just going to copy. We'll underscore this. Copy this code, paste it in here. Oops. I've got indentation. Using Shift Tab doesn't really work. And then the distance. In theory, this should be a quicker sorter. Because it has less moves to do. That said, I failed to sort this one. Okay. This needs to be... This equals get... And we'll just do first minus. Hmm? Oh! Well then... Ah. Yeah, I saw Pat eat a message earlier, guy. Just we've got our current position. This should... Fine, we'll just do this. Oh, you defeated the mini boss. Well, not really a mini boss, a tiny boss. Okay, back to 0, 0. At least you defeated our boss and progressed. You don't have to defeat it again. Well, it's definitely less moves, it's still swapping them incorrectly. Sounds tougher. All I can do is wish you luck, I guess. This is not going to sort this out, no. Zero? Oh, some can be 0, okay. Yeah, no. Did a better job, but still not perfect. Okay, maybe I can do 2. Can I sort 2 ways? I don't know why it likes to keep getting that stuck there. Let's get to 1 word. Okay, and breakpoints here. I forgot it would move back to 0, 0. Okay, fine, 2 rows. Breakpoint here. And skip to the next breakpoint. Okay, so what's the second line in grid look like? 1 1 3 4 2 4 6 8 6 2 7 8. Okay, so this is 3. It should be 1 2 3. Means these need to swap, which looks correct. Okay, why did it just swap? An 8 with a 6 from the looks of it? Yes. Then you swap those 2, which you should. And those 2 because 6 and 8. 8 and 7. And has 8 and 8, and according to grid it... X is currently 2. Which means it should be back here. Two minus current X. I skipped forward too much. Maybe this should get pause X. That should only cost a tick. And means we don't have to worry about storing it. Okay. The bodyguards of real boss. Why does it just dance there? If ist if ist is not equal to 0, swap east, else swap west maybe. I know it just likes to... it just likes to swap those two cacti. Okay, yeah, they need to swap. X is 5. Our current position is 6. This is meant to be -1. Why did it not? No? Okay, this is -2. Oh, the range function is being annoying. But I did see some code recently which was pretty much once going range edit list. Let's see how rough is this. Ooh. Can it sort the whole field now? Okay, still wasting a lot of operations going back and forth. But I think this is quicker than what I had before. Oh yeah, it's way quicker than what I had before. Even just doing it vertically is taking it some time. Okay. So it's definitely quicker. Now we just need to make it even quicker, which is going to be a fun challenge. I know it's slow, it's just how do I make the slow parts quicker? Wait, this is not sorted. What? How did that happen? That's weird. How does it look when I harvest it? Yep, as expected. Okay, so... cacti sorting. So if we want to sort a row of a cacti, we basically need to do a route sorted loop. So how I think I've just had an idea. My idea is basically to say positions equals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically to say I know what I want to do, but I just haven't worked out how to translate it into code yet. To write it out, if we have... Actually, let's just plant a row. Okay, take this row for example. It's 5, 8, 6, 1, 2, or is that a 2, 4, 3, 7, 7, 6, 1, no 0. Is this a 0? No, that's 1. And 1. If we take this row, what I want to do is find the 0, put it at the front. Then when we loop over, we just move 1 until we put 1 at the front. So we need to find the next smallest number that's not sorted and move it to front. However, I think we can optimize that. So find next smallest and move to front. But I feel like if we sort on array, make it even quicker. Because to move this one here all the way to the front here, that's a lot of moves. And we can easily sort this 3 and 4. And like move this 5, which would be here. Yeah, we can easily sort stuff on the way back. So now just working out how to implement this sorting algorithm. Which probably has been done hundreds of times before, but it's fun trying to do it again. As annoying as it is. I will just say if chat wants to help out, as long as you don't give me whole code snippets, you can. Sorting is just one of those ones which I take a while to process. So, quite fast. It is sorting after all. For X in land in range land were min x equals min row if row x equals min x. We can definitely do the next smallest and move it to front. Now this is where it gets complex and why I keep having trouble thinking of an algorithm. Is whilst we're moving this 1 to the front, we can just pick up this 8 and put it at the back. Okay, let's do this in steps. Need to find the minimum number of the sorting x numbers. Sorting on 3 is easy because that's just flipping them. Sort on the way if possible, and finally move number back to front without doing anything. So to find the minimum number of the sorted, we'll just say sorted equals 0, and while sorted is not equal to len of row. And we'll start at sorted, so you can find the minimum. I don't know if we can get a subset of row. No, I know that's an error. Oops. Print A is... I did not copy. A is this, print A 3 to 5. No, yeah. I don't think we have a wave feature I want. Not the wave feature, the list feature. We do in fact not have a list feature I want. We can, okay, that's... Basically need to make min x on the go. min x pot is -1. No, this needs, for minimum they need to be maximum. If row x less than min x equals row of x, min x plus is row of is x. So now we have a minimum number after sorting. For underscore in range of in x. Couldn't get that underscore. To move to min-x. Move to minimum position. Move east. We'll just save this another pass. If row pass is greater than row pass plus 1, on to swap east, and 4 underscore in. We also need to offset min x by sorted. Range min x, swap rest, move rest, 4 underscore range sorted. We can save some moves. And then at the end we should just need to move east. And this does not need an offset of sorted because we'll start with offset of sorted. And then at the end here, sorted equals sorted is 1. If name is main, where is this for x in range? If both sides row dot depend. I keep failing to do measure. Move east, so cacti very well. Okay, let's see how terribly this goes. It might help if I was on the right one. Why is x none? Huh? Do it just for -1? And blue. Pass is 11. If pass is less than 1, and pass plus 1. How did... Okay. Oh, I forgot, when we swap, we need to swap the data in the... thingy. Yes. Away. Row pass plus 1 is B. I should just do def swap to array index. A is array index, B is array index. It's 1. A. B. Swap to array equals swap to row pass bar equals swap to row. This is where we need the sorted offset. I forgot to return the array. Min X is gigantic X again. How is min X gigantic X? Because anything should be less than gigantic X. That's why min X never was being set. And besides, oops, this needs to be min X pass and min X pass. From move import move to 0 0. Well, it ran for longer. It still didn't do the right thing. Okay, so scan the whole grid. And the minimum is for 0 at 5. How about this about a true melee run is that the endgame you get barely any weapons. With each major boss you get like one of weapon choice you unlock. Oh, so you don't have many weapons. So you don't have much firepower, I guess. Min X pulse is 5, which is good. We move east. Move east should happen after. So you have 5 and an 8. They get swapped, so you move. You have a 7 and 8. Which gets swapped. And move. Yes, they can do a lot of damage, but you just can't get close without taking a lot of damage. That sounds like a tough challenge. Okay, here's the... Okay, so we did swap it. I think we just ignore this by 1. And we also need to offset these by sorted. No, we don't, because we're at sorted. Impressive, we got to 13. The due run of we did took 17 hours. Don't know if I sent it to you, but I saw a video recently where someone did all of the secret seeds at once. Oh, what does the row look like? 0, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, I had to redo all of that. The minimum is currently 1 in the 4th position. Yes. And everything before that is sorted. We move 1 too far with this east. And we seem to move 1 too far west. I feel like that needs to be inside. Oh no, that does need to be outside. Just a couple of hours. I've only spent 35 hours here. I am really struggling with sorting today. Yes, that worked. That didn't work. Why? It's like, I do need to move east here, but I don't need to move east here. Two, 4, which, yes, needed to be swapped. We found a 0, so we swap west, we then swap west again. And then we go on to the next one, or next minimum. which in our case is 1. Can I not mutate the row? Is that what I'm learning here? Okay, you've kind of lost me with all the Terraria content, honestly. Kind of probably how you lost with all of my code. Why can't I mutate? Whoa! Guy, are you still here? Do you know how Python works? Do I just need to, like, row equals row? I don't know if YouTube counts me. I have the studio tab open, but I've got it paused, so it shouldn't count me. Okay, I want to know why this row is not mutating. That's why it's not mutating. I forgot to flip these around. Okay, that's better. I'm not counted. It would be a bit cheaty if I was counted myself. Why aren't you working now? And how did a 13 get inputted? Sorted got his 6, but that does not look sorted. Okay, what's wrong with this sorting algorithm? We can skip this one because it's sorted. Why did we have to move 2? It's at the position 2. Oh, that's why we have to move 2, because I forgot to unoffset that. Tower. That's a weird punishment for a tower. For failing a tower. Must have been a popular streamer. Okay. No, I don't need that, but I need the breakpoint here. We can skip the first 2. So now we should be trying to get 2. Five, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's good. So beast, only swapping beast. Okay. So we found it, so we drag it back. Early big streamer, he's actually got good at Ether. I don't know much of Ether content space. Okay, so we have why did that pick up 7? What the? It moved 5 out instead of bringing 2 back? Huh? Well, we can just go switch this out to 4 sorted in range and row. I understand partially why it's messing up. Oh yeah, why is this one at the very end not being sorted? So 0 sorted. Min X is 1, min X pass is 0 and sorted is 1. Min X now is, come on, 1. At the position of 8. Which makes sense. Why? Why? Why did 2 get dragged all the way down there? Swap to row pass plus sorted. Sorted is 12 set of pass. I need to restart it. 4, 5. Min X is currently 6. No, it's 5. Okay, min X should be 6. Swap those. 6, 7, 7. Yes, that looks good. So min X should still be 6. Maybe it's this -1. Oh. Finally sorted a row. Okay, need a new row. And it broke again. Because I can't move a 0 all the way back to the front. Let's do a lot of debugging. Quick print row. And quick print another row. I should also just okay. This is a 0. Our goal is to get this 1 to the start. To which is instantly... Oh no, that's a 0. Okay. So no swap, we pick up the 1. We stupidly swap the 1 for whatever reason. Oh, we're going to pick up the 0, that's why. I have no idea why we're taking 1 out there, but apparently we are. Session is 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 1 for the offset of 7. Oops. Okay, plus sorted. Plus sorted. It still fails to sort it. Okay, what do we have here? First 0 is correct, so now we just need to go out beast. Okay, let's swap to print 1. Then I swap to 0 and 3. And again. And again. Yet it only did it once. Eh? Does this need a -1 for some reason? No? What am I missing here? skip the first 3 because they're sorted. First you needed a swap. Now we're going to go and pick up this 2. And also just go to do more quick prints. Zero is sorted, 1 is sorted, 2 is sorted. Those 2 get swapped. And then it just like gives us a sorting out of it. Why? I'm going to guess that's not sorted because of this one, yes. Where's the drone? Where's the drone? Let's just get that out of the way. And print another row. Okay, why is this not happy? It's the final. No, the final result isn't even what's shown on the board. Okay, now I actually need help here. Don't know if either of you could help me, or whatever. Yeah, I suspected he couldn't. Enjoying me struggling in the background. I did need to swap those. Okay. Why did it pick up the 6 and not the 0? It sorted it. What? Maybe this needs to be the whole thing. This is me slowly going insane. Okay, this is sorted. One is not sorted. And now it's sorted. Oh, not sorted. Sorted, sorted. Not sorted, so we need to go and pick up 3. Main X is 3, main X plus is 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Detects it correctly. There's no need to swap. There's a need to swap. There's a need to swap. There's no need to swap. There's a need to swap, but then we go one too far. Do I just have to offset that? No. Okay, why are you moving back west? Even though you've already sorted. Yeah, no, this does need to be in east. So now we're here. Actually, I'm just going to quick print every time. Three. So if there's no need to swap, then there's a need to swap. 6, 5, 8. Another need to swap. No need to swap. Yet we still swap. And then we move back. What if we -2 this? Oh, if I just broke everything. Can't even sort the start of it now. If pass -1 is equal to min x pass, it's not equal to I can't spell. I feel like it's gotten better. I feel like it's not gotten better. 0, 1, 2. These need to swap. Oh yeah, still got an hour before it's the 1st of March. Okay, so go to pick up 5. -2. And if pos -1 not equal to main x. Okay, -2 if pos is less than, and if pos is less than -1, leave rest. No passive message up even more. Okay. Hey, I'm just going to farm some pumpkins first. I go and quickly get a drink. I'm back, and well, if you're still here, Dylan's here. Okay, back to the annoying cacti. Oh, I did that for me. Okay, sword war. What do we get? So we don't have to swap. Plus minus 1 is equal to this. That work. So we don't have the sword. Now we do sword. And we keep sorting. It's... I did not see that. No. Okay. Sort that, I need to sort. Don't need to sort those. Don't need to sort these. Let's just cancel these over out. Might as well just put -2 in here. Which of the opposite... Yeah, I can't speak. Which doesn't work. Don't even know if this is technically quicker yet. Which is an annoying thing. We do need a move beast in here though. It's useless if we aren't even moving east to begin with. I looked better until it wasn't better. And swap, and swap. Not swap, and swap. No swap, and no swap. Swap. Okay, we need to swap, and no swap, and swap, and swap, and swap, and swap, and swap. And we were too far east. I think we can afford to -1 this. And let's just move this final east to the end here. And give us better separators. Apparently something is still failing. No need to sort, need to sort. Okay. But if we don't have that maybe we need this one. Me first fence swap, maybe? Ooh, no, never mind. This looked like it might have worked for a moment, before I put that in the wrong position. Feel like I'm so close, yet I'm so far. Oh. If past -1. One is less than mean X plus and. Okay, now time to multi-line this. Just says easier to read. Okay. 3 is next. Three, two. Okay, the plan of this was to not swap if we were at the end. See, so we remove east without swapping. Then this needs to be further way around. So yeah, move east without swapping because that's the end. Then we swap west and continue. Why did I just break? Sped through too quickly. I'm just gonna let it run. Yeah, it's not moving enough. Okay, where are we currently? 9 is here and we need to swap the 7. Which means we move east. We swap west, we move back. If plus plus 1 is less than mid x plus, then we move west. So close. If I don't know how this is from scratch. Move east, swap west. And just move another east. Maybe we don't need to move this over east anymore. How did that get messed up? Let's swap, then we... Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Oh. Huh? Oh, sometimes we do need to move east, sometimes we don't. That's what's really getting me here. And we need to move back, so we need to move out min x plus times, and then we need to move back all but 1 times. So the movement is officially done. I think if we just get rid of this, get tick count as a dummy function. I think this should technically work. Why did this not work? Okay, these two need to be swapped. move east, we swap west. Okay, we don't need the spinal move east. How did this get up here? So we need to move east until we arrive here. Swap west, move west. Swap west, move west. And again, and again, and final swap. No move. Okay, so now that we're on here, why did the zero barely move anywhere? We moved the 2 out and not the 0 in. Oh, unless I need... to inverse that. Maybe? Got to just move over out to here. Swap those. We need another -1 on here. It was working so well and then it just decided to, nope, mess up. Five, 6, 7. How did they manage to bring 0 all the way down here? Where is it trying to get? 5, okay. I should try and get 6. Which it has. Why did it swap 7 and 9? I didn't pay attention that much, no. Okay, if... If min x plus is 0, move east. Ooh! Did I finally do it? Yay! Finally! Finally got this warhouse sorted. Yay! Now what's quicker, this or the old code? Thankfully we can benchmark it. Yes, by counting how many ticks it took. So we'll spawn in a row. And then we'll see how long it takes. How long did it take? 17,000 ticks. Maybe. Also, I'll just get rid of all the quick prints now. Now that my sorting algorithm actually works. Wait, have I just been muted this whole time? Oops. If I have been muted, oops. Okay, let's just... You're not muted, good. I just clicked my mute keybind and it's like... I thought it might have been muted. We do not need this. We just need a row of cacti. $9,700. It takes 2,000 ticks just to sort nothing. That's excessive. I know what we can do. We can take this and put it here and continue. That saved a couple of ticks. Still for 2,000 ticks. I wonder why it takes 2,000 ticks. Whatever. Okay, time to sort again. $16,994. I'll take the average of 5 of them. $16,762. Because I don't know which system is quicker. I assume my new sorting algorithm is quicker. $16,000. Okay, so it takes like 16,000 on average. But total, yeah, 16,069 ticks. It's actually 68.8, but on average. And now for this other system, before equals get tit count, after equals get tit count, print after minus before. $290 if it doesn't have to sort. Wow. So instantly this system is better for already sorted. Wonder why that is. Oops. I've got to move north. Move south. Harvest. Oh no. Clear. Could we have algorithm works? This is doing a for loop within a for loop. And this is doing a for loop. Line of grid is only one though. I don't know. I just made my... I don't actually know the name of... I don't know the name of the sorting algorithms. These have a name, but don't know the name of them. Yeah. Oh, 26,000 and it didn't even fully sort it. This one was working earlier just fine. Okay. That's weird. This one is failing when it was working earlier just fine. Selection sort, insertion sort, bubble sort. Well, how do you move the cactus? On this one, which works, we find the minimum value of minimum value, and on our way to get to set minimum value, we sort what we can sort, and then we move the minimum value back. I can set execution speed 3. I think that will slow it down. If we just move south, clear. You can see it in action here. Yeah, I can't do bubble or insertion actually. They're not allowed. Because cactuses have this weird property of only being able to swap with his neighbor. So it's a type of selection. Yeah, it's a type of selection sort, but don't know which one. And for some reason the old code is broken. Insertion purple only sort neighbors. But purple groups them. And we can't group them. I am getting purple correct, aren't I? And can't remember how insertion works. That slice of values found his position. Yes, more likely a selection sort. Sort. Wow, it's way quicker. It's like 6,000 ticks quicker. Fist. Oh, it already failed. Okay, when it doesn't fail, I think it's like 6,000 ticks quicker or something. Insertion sort is for every new file you continue sliding them left, well, the less than the value on the left. I kind of do that though. Yes, that's what mine does. Although I can't start anywhere, so I have to sort half of it on the way up there. I think, now that you mention it, it might be more insertion sort. I'm forgetting what half the swords were. Merge sword. No, merge sword can't be done. Maybe. I forget what half the swords are. I have a visual sorting diagram link. Okay, can I just turn off the audio for now? Okay, I started with a bubble sword. Yes, not merge sword. It's kind of like insertion sword. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at insertion sword, it's kind of like insertion sword. It's just best limitations of the engine in game. Yes, there's probably insertion swords actually. But I would say this is definitely better and quicker than this function. Now I'm just going to copy, paste, and we need to say move north instead. Move north, swap south. Port sort cacti. Where sort cacti go? Move to 0, 0. And then Dev sword cacti upgrade. These need to return venue were or column. Oh, Y in range. Then grid. X in range. Length. Grid. Soft cacti row. Grid. Y. Grid X. Oh, this is going to get confusing. Grid X equals Lord Cattier. X equals AX. Okay. Yeah, let's benchmark this. Hopefully, this works without too much hassle. It might help if we actually used like the whole grid. And for snake logic, I'm just going to move over to the chess logic. Snake and chess can hang out. And for the best benchmark, we'll just clear. And okay, clear. Give ourselves a cactus hat. And now we just watch. I might have forgotten to have I forgot to say move north. Can't really do the next row if I can't move north. Move north, and then after east to east we need to move east. We're just going to go move south. Actually, we'll just long fat there. And now we just wait. I have a feeling I might have messed one of this piece up. It's the conversion to the column. It's hard to know what column you need without being able to see the 2D array. Okay, that's not looking good. $29643. That took 75 seconds and it didn't do it correctly. I wonder if it's because of my column. What is code 022334455669? That's not what code was meant to be. Is this meant to be XY instead? Zero 1 0 301 001 000. Yep, that looks correct. One, one, one. Great, good, that's correct. We just need to make sure it correctly inserts into the grid again. 0 what? Oh no, that's failed. This needs to be flipped. But now that the column maps should be correct, we should have a working sorter. It always looks like it's not going to work when the diagonal starts to form, and some of these stay brown, even though they're 100% sorted. Once again, a sorted field. So many cacti. What can I spend cacti on? I can unlock dinosaurs. And increase mazes. Yeah, now that I'm watching it, it's definitely in certain sort. I feel like there's a better sorting algorithm. A quick one at least. And I feel like there's something we can definitely do with the fact we're in a 2D space instead of a 1D space. Because we're currently doing 2 sorting algorithms, but I think I can just reduce that down to 1. 390462. That took 128 seconds. Because you might need to resort rows, maybe. I haven't needed to resort rows by just sorting the columns, but yeah, I see what you mean. I do like the insert and sort system I've got currently, but I do think there's potential for it to be better. But I think I'll leave that till a future stream. There is one other thing I want to do today. I was having a look at the achievements a while ago. And there is... where is it? Wrong order. Sort a full field of cacti the wrong way round. It's like, ooh. Sounds fun. So now I just need to go through and... yeah, you get like no cacti from it. That's the point. Just to make sure I don't just break this code, I'm just going to copy it. Apparently the file name is too long. Okay. And now we're going to flip over east to west. Yeah, I'm just going to flip everything. I'm doing it in reverse anyway, so we need to find the biggest, which means this needs to be flipped. This needs to be flipped. This needs to be south. That's flipped. This goes south. This goes south. North. Flip. No, don't flip that. North. Okay, let's see how this goes. We just need to change this and send it running. This is going to take another 2 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, apparently it's not just flip everything around. This should probably be south and this should probably be west. Yeah. I thought it was just flipped stuff around, but I think I flipped wrong things around. No, this was north. Yeah, north and east. Okay. This... Okay. Let's just actually copy all of this. And leave normal cacti alone. And have this one specifically for reverse sorting, which will move west and south. Move south, move west, and we'll move to get world size -1. And reverse from cacti. My sorting algorithm's too good. This is just sorting it from the back. That's not what's meant to be happening. Let's not flip the logic around and see if that does anything. That looks better. And now we just wait 2 minutes. Oh, there's definitely something I can do to make it quicker. Is by using the boundaries. The drone will go... When the drone moves, it can loop around. So I can make it slightly quicker by just looping around instead of going all the way to the... Well, by taking the shortest path of looping around instead of going all the way back across. Ah yes, the one sorted cacti. Because there's nothing to the left or right of it. Not left or right, the top or right. So we have a bit of a problem. It's sorted it incorrectly. Because I forgot to unflip. I forgot to unflip the column sort, that's why. Okay, we just need to wait a moment for it to... Okay, stop. Run the correct program this time. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's fine. It just looks kind of weird that some of the cacti are still green. But the achievement has been claimed. I'm surprised as to how little amount of players have actually claimed the achievement. Not that hard to flip a sorting algorithm around. And we'll just... No. Come here. As I'll expand this, we'll just... place this down here. And we'll put this in a benchmark function. And if name is main, we'll do cacti farm, stock cacti, harvest. All in a while through loop. So now I can always harvest cacti. Alongside everything else I can harvest. Is it going to be quicker to harvest an inverted field or just replant it? I think it's going to be quicker to replant it. So the maximum amount of cacti we can collect is 144 squared, which is 20,736 cacti per farm, which is kind of a lot of cacti. Yep, no, I do not want to see maces. I want to upgrade maces. That got expensive. Let's upgrade cacti whilst we're here. Actually, I'm just going to upgrade a bunch of stuff. More water. More carrots. Can't get that. I don't want to expand my farm yet. Oh, that's like an upgrade. And I want to leave dinosaurs alone for now. So we'll just do one last cactus sort. And then I'll probably call the stream there for tonight. I've played too much farm today. Last 2 weeks, 17 hours. Cool, I can just leave the game running overnight now and get a lot of cactus. Well, it's like how much per pump? 444 times 4, 576 pumpkins per cactus. I can only farm another 108 sets of cactus. Which is 2.2 million. Which is a lot of cactus, but also not a lot of cactus. But also just not worth it for right now. Well, with that, I'll go for stream here today. Played Snake, farmed cactus. All in all, a productive stream. Except for the first half hour or so when I had to mess around with offsets. So, thanks for watching. Next week we'll... Yes. Next week will probably be more farmer. Well, the farmer was replaced. Unless Ito does a big update, but I doubt it. So next week will be farmer was replaced again. Probably working on either mazes or or sunflowers, or where is it? Yeah, or polyculture. Just because those systems are... My sorting system broke. How? What? Why did... How? Or was that just from an early attempt? I hope that was just from an early attempt. Anyway, yeah, next week will probably be one of those 3 in this game. But other than that, have a good night and see you next week, I guess.